Welcome to the Making You, an accurate reflection of Christ podcast, where you become translucent glory. Now here's your host and glory teacher, Karen Pina.
Kingdom greetings. Here we are for another episode. When I worked in corporate America for a local bank, I was hired to manage the project of starting a corporate university and creating training for all the employees. And I find it oh so amazing that our God doesn't waste any of the training that He gives you. He used that job to prepare me to embark on the journey of doing the same for our glory ascendants. In this episode and in the next, I'm going to be sharing some do's and don'ts with business and ministry leaders who plan to start a membership site or teach online. Let's go ahead and explore the don'ts of choosing a software for your online university and membership site platform. Number one, don't make a cheap decision. I know startup costs for business and ministry can be expensive. And it's easy, far too easy, to look at the most affordable options. I want you to resist this temptation. And I'm going to show you how. Oftentimes, if it sounds like a wonder-working software platform, it is not. Oftentimes, if it sounds like the one platform to solve all your needs, it is not. For example, let's say this software platform has the capability to offer quizzes, content that is spread out over some regular interval, integrations with ESPs, that's email service providers like MailChimp and Aweber. But the only feature out of all of these that really works well is creating and grading quizzes. The rest of the features are mediocre at best. And so if you are spending a lot of time and energy tweaking things, finding workarounds for features and reaching out to technical support, opening up tickets and chatting online, then wait for it. You are not saving a lot of money. This is a very common marketing strategy of software developers. In fact, many people use this strategy when marketing. So if a company overpromises a bazillion features in one software platform, it may not be how it appears until you actually start using the software. I know you can relate. Have you ever purchased or even downloaded a software for free and then you get it and it doesn't do what it promised to do? There was a software for creating videos like this by Windows. And they discontinued that software because the functionality was very limited, and even the learning curve, it wasn't user friendly. Things in software may not always be what they appear. Maybe only one or two features work exceptionally well, and the rest are mediocre, outdated, or require more troubleshooting than it is worth. The software itself isn't even worth all of that. So watch out for all of the perceived bundling and packaging of a lot of options at a very low cost. Don't make a cheap decision. While you are steering clear of the cheapest option, you are going to also need to get clear about the total cost of operating a membership or online university platform. You will need to consider the monthly fees or the annual fee of the new platform. You will need to consider the fees per transaction of the payment processor. You will need to consider the transaction fees of the host of your platform. While certain platform plans may appear to be a low startup cost option, the fees per transaction may not be. Let's say you are paying the payment processor the standard 2.9% plus 20 cents, and you're also paying the new host 2.5 or 5%. This can become quite costly on an annual basis. There are other cost factors that I want you to consider as well. Things like integrations. For example, if you plan to use an integration like Zapier to market to your members, it can cost you $50 a month on top of the amount that you'll be paying for the processing of your payments, all those fees. And you might want to consider the integration of your ESP, your email service provider. Does the existing plan support the functionality that you're going to need to operate your online university or membership platform? If not, you may need to upgrade, which is another expense. Consider all these factors to get clear about the true cost. So, in summary, when exploring costs, consider the long-term expenses, the per transaction fees, the integration cost, as well as if it's even worth it to spend a little bit more upfront to ensure that your business and ministry succeeds. So as you can see, this is a huge decision. Don't make it in haste. Do not make it in haste. Number 2, when you are considering starting an online university or a membership site, don't make a hasty decision. Your content And I mean all your precious content that you spent hours creating, your videos, your audio files, your PDFs, all that content is going to be uploaded onto and hosted in whatever platform you choose. So you want to make sure that this is an organization that is reputable and that can be trusted. And if you're like me, you have a lot of content. So ask yourself, how many times do I want to go through the process of uploading content to a software platform? Ideally, once. Therefore, don't make a hasty decision. Take all the time you need. Don't be rushed. Don't be pressured. Don't skip the things you're learning here in this series. Take all of the time you need, some of which will definitely be devoted to conducting research. Do not, number 3, don't choose an organization with a bad reputation. I'm strongly suggesting that you research the company, read reviews online. Go out to Capterra, CAPTERRA.com, and check out the membership management software category for some reviews. They have a slew. Read them. Don't solely rely on the verbiage on the website of the company that you're considering. No, everybody thinks their product is great. And that sales page that you are reading, wow, has been written in a way to evoke emotion to get you to buy. You're going to conduct research outside of that. Look on the Facebook page of the organization. See if they have enabled the ability to collect customer reviews. If so, read some of them and compare and contrast what you are reading there with what the company says on its website. Get on YouTube. Take a look at some video reviews as well. Compare what's being said there with what you read on Capterra and what the website of the platform you are considering is saying. And while you're comparing, contrasting, and reading these reviews, there are some factors that you want to take into consideration. Do they deliver what they say? For example, do they promise to roll out certain upgrades and features by a certain date? However, they do not. The date comes and goes, and the updates and features haven't been released yet. How do they handle communicating this delay? Overall, how do they serve their customers? So as you are reading these reviews, you're listening for what the company may not tell you, but what a customer, a YouTuber, or a Facebook reviewer might. But don't stop there. You're going to actually reach out to the company and ask some questions. And take note of how long it takes them to respond to the questions. Do they actually answer the questions, or do they defer to someone else? Do they have difficulty understanding a clearly stated question? The answers to these questions around clear communication and comprehension might clue you in to some potential problems down the road with support staff and technical support. So keep these things in mind as you are doing your research. In short, does this company possess the characteristics of an organization that you'd place the livelihood of your business and ministry on their platform, in their hands? Do you want your content, in their hands? Read their terms of service on their website. Use your discernment and prophetic insight to get clear about what doing business with them could mean for you. So these are the 3 don'ts relative to starting a online university and membership site. In the next episode, we will explore the do's. Karen Pina here, your host and Glory teacher, signing out. Until next time, blessings on your week.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. To discuss and learn more about this episode, join your Glory community at Bit.ly Glory School Community. First letter of the words are all capitalized. Finally, be sure to sign up for the RSS feed to know when the next episode is uploaded.